The Chofetz Chaim tells us in Chayvas Hashmira that every Yid in Klal Yisrael has an obligation to watch what comes out of his mouth. How do we do that? How do we go about having this Chayvas Hashmira? So maybe we can say the following. Refraim Waxman said over recently in the name of Rabbi Lapian, Zecher Tzadik Uvracha. In last week's parsha, we find that Yaakov Avinu anticipated every single kind of scenario where Lavan might want to trick him, which is why Yaakov Avinu said, I want to marry Rachel, Bitcha, Hakatana. Rashi explains he wanted to avoid any mix-up. The shaila is, why didn't Yaakov think about the fact that maybe Rachel would give over the Simonim to Leah, to avoid Leah getting embarrassed? Yaakov gave Simonim to Rachel in order that he should marry the right one. Why didn't this also enter into Yaakov Avinu's mind that Rachel might give it over to Leah? The answer is, Yaakov thought about this, but he said it's not humanly possible for someone to do what Rachel did. To give up one's entire life, entire being, her entire future, that someone shouldn't get embarrassed, that's not possible. Therefore, Yaakov did not have to anticipate what Rachel ended up doing, because no one in this world could do that. To give over your entire future, your whole life, so one person shouldn't get embarrassed, that's not possible. The only question now is, we know that Rachel did it. Rachel did give over the Simonim to Leah to avoid her sister getting embarrassed. What happened? So he said over beautifully, yes, it's true. While no one could give over, no one humanly possible can give over for someone else, and they'll destroy and lose everything because someone might get embarrassed. It's true. For someone else, no one could do that. But what Rachel did was, she looked at Leah that Rachel was getting embarrassed. It wasn't for someone else. It wasn't that person was getting embarrassed. She was getting embarrassed. I'm getting embarrassed. Rachel looked at Leah and said, I, Rachel, am getting embarrassed. When someone looks at someone else like it's themselves, then it is humanly possible to give up everything for that person. That's what Rachel did. She looked at Leah and said, make believe I'm getting embarrassed. That's how she was able to give over her entire future to Leah. Therefore, maybe that's how we could avoid coming to say Lashon Hara and other Dibur Masurim out of our mouth. If we look at someone else like it's ourselves, we're talking about ourselves, not someone else, then we could have the proper Chayvas Hashmira. If we're Zeicha to look at everyone else in Klal Yisrael like it's myself, we will come to avoid Lashon Hara. People that truly have an ava for someone else, you'll find they never speak Lashon Hara about people who they truly have an ava for, because it's one. I'm that person, they're me. When someone looks at someone else in Klal Yisrael like it's themselves, they will never come to say anything bad out of their mouth. We should be zeicha to look at all our fellow Yidden as ourselves, and that way we'll be able to have a true Chayvas Hashmira.